So a huge welcome everyone to our final part of our Mindset Masterclass this week. I called it a 5-day masterclass. It turns out that we've gone the whole shebang and basically gone the whole week. And it's been an absolute honor and pleasure to be joining you throughout the week. And of course, if you are watching this live, a huge good evening. If you are watching this back on replay, again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope that you are really well and that you take away loads from this. I really, really hope more than anything that it has been of sort of great value for you. So what we are going to be looking at this evening is, let me just see, we've got someone in the little waiting room. It's so bizarre, isn't it? All this new tech. But here's what we're going to be looking at this evening. We're going to be recapping and looking at what can you do to keep your energy high and anxiety low. We're going to be looking at, I'm so excited for this, an exclusive Warrior Academy info and also a very special giveaway. And what is brain heart coherence? And of course, no doubt, one of the reasons that you are here is the guided meditation and NLP release technique. It's something that I have done with my private clients. I quite often do this when there is an internal energy clash, when we know what we need to do, but we can't seem to get ourselves to do it. We are aware that we don't want to feel how we feel, and we know how we want to feel, but something inside is holding you back. If that resonates with you, it's because there can be, once you really begin to become aware, we're going to go into this a little bit more, but once you really become aware of how you're thinking and feeling, that's emotional intelligence. You then become more self-aware. You then have the power to change how you think and feel. You are able to begin to choose your thoughts and your feelings if you don't want them. You're not at the mercy. You're not a victim to your circumstances or your thoughts or feelings. Anxiety becomes something that you become familiar with. It comes and goes from time to time, as I always say, that this does for me too, still to this day. But when it comes, I'm like, ooh, okay, you're coming in strong. What's the message here? What is, I can see the outline of your presentation. Is this correct? No, it is not. The slides I can see are the August goal setting. Okay, let's have, oh yeah, the screen sharing is new share. Oh, I'm so glad that you have said that. Thank you so much. Can you let me know now if you can see it? You can't just see me, you can see the proper slides. Yes, fabulous. Do you know what? It would just be like, it wouldn't be normal if you don't have like a little tech glitch, would it? And where were we? We were up to having the ability to control. That is emotional intelligence. But there are so many layers to this. There isn't just mindset work and personal development work. There's a whole spiritual side to you. There is your intuition, your inner tutor, your heart. What is brain heart coherence? We're going to be coming a little bit more into that because your heart is your second brain. Your heart, thank you guys, has an electromagnetic field that senses and thinks for itself. Imagine having your ultimate best friend, the person that knows you better than you know yourself, living within you right now. Like, that's what you have when you begin to tune in, practice the techniques that we're going to show you. Notice and manage how you're thinking and feeling and guide yourself that little bit more. And the more you practice that, the stronger you get. The more you practice that, the less anxiety comes along because you get to trust yourself. You get to trust that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You also naturally grow in confidence. So let's have a look, because confidence is something that we went into on Thursday night, and confidence isn't something that you get in a box. It isn't in a pair of shoes. It isn't when you just put on your red lipstick and all of a sudden, bam, I'm confident. It is honoring that authentic side of you. It's having the courage to speak your truth just that little bit in that moment of time. It isn't about having this vision of yourself as this big, it's about having a vision of you, of who, if you could be yourself with no fears, no one holding you back, no, like, how would that look? How would that feel? And it's about stepping into those shoes. Your confidence lies within you right this second. And by practicing the things that we're coming into now and that we've been over all week, that is the secret to a fulfilled, happy, confident, fun life. It's all within you right now. But what we're going to be looking at is ways for you to tap into it, activate it, and embody it. So I realized, so last night I tried something new, very, very little side note. It was like the beautiful, rare blue full moon. And I did a little, I'll share more on this next month actually. I did a little ritual with some crystals, and then I put them in water, set the intention to give you guys great value for just bringing this space together. And then I decided to drink my water with my crystals in. So this is like, it feels like the holy water. The things we do, I love it. Okay, so we can see here, awareness, self-awareness, awareness of your thoughts, awareness of your feelings, awareness of your intuition. What's your gut saying? Should you do that thing? Should you not do that thing? Should you speak up or should you keep quiet? Having awareness of the identity that you are giving yourself every time you put yourself down. Having the awareness to recognize when you are calling yourself out, and then having the courage to call yourself out on you doing that. Having the awareness to recognize what's serving you and what isn't serving you. I call it having the awareness of knowing what makes you tick and what makes you sick. And what makes you tick is when you know your values, is when you know what your hobbies are, what do you enjoy doing for you, what raises your vibration, and what makes you sick. What is it that, what's the kind of people that you're not a fan of being around? What is it that you really don't like to eat and drink? What is it that you don't like wearing? So can we see when you begin to tap into that awareness and not get sucked into social media 24/7 and what the neighbors and the government and what everything else is going on in the world? Because how often do you know everyone else's business? But if I was to say to you, like, who are you? What is your self-talk like? What do you like? What do you want more of in your life? What is your goal for the next 12 months, for the next 5 years? What do you want to achieve? How do you want to feel? What kind of relationship do you want? Like, that's the level of awareness where anxiety comes, but it's okay. It's okay because you've got this. You know yourself. And choice, awareness plus choice. Choice is knowing you have the choice to choose a different way to think. The choice to choose a different way to feel. Decisions. Choices in what you're going to do with your life. Knowing that you have that power. Knowing that everything that you think that's holding you back is so much just in the mind. Whether that is time restrictions, financial ability, I need more of this before I could ever do that. So much of that is conditioning. So much of that is just our limiting beliefs, which are stories that we believe that hold us back. And here's the thing, so much of them are not true. I was going to swear, but I'm like, where's this recording going? Half of it's not true. 2/3. In fact, I'm going to call it and say like 99.9% of the beliefs that we have, the negative ones about ourselves, they're not true. They either got said to us in an argument or at school or in a moment of heated thing. So knowing that you have the choice in how you feel and think, that equals freedom. That equals freedom of mind. When you have the ability to drive along and just picture the goodness in your life, be grateful without having to go, oh God, I'm going to have to practice these gratitudes now. But actually just being in a constant state of gratitude, being awake, that's freedom. Freedom to be yourself, let's be honest. So awareness, self-awareness, plus knowing you have the power of choice equals freedom. That freedom is confidence. That's how it shows up in your life. I don't mean freedom as in we're going to run down the field. I kind of put this picture in there for a little bit of irony, because we picture this freedom, don't we, of in the sunset with Boris Johnson running behind us, chasing us. If we don't laugh, we'll cry, right? And that is just not the case. Freedom is in our mind. Freedom is to be ourselves, to wear what you want to wear, say what you want to say. That's confidence. So you have what it takes within you right now. This week has definitely made me realize my choice more. I love this. So I'm just going to move the chat along. Remember, guys, we want to keep this really interactive. So if something resonates with you, please let us know. If something stands out to you that makes you think or gets you excited, again, please let us know, because it's really cool to keep this nice and interactive. So do more of what lights you up. Let's have a look here at what you can practice to release anxiety and keep your vibe high. Now, we hear about that all the time, don't we? Like, vibing high. Like, what? It's such a throwaway term, but it means so much. This is so relevant for this journey, for your journey. That's keeping your vibration high. And if we can see that in a fun way, all of a sudden life becomes this beautiful game of, and I'm doing a big post about this, it's brewing, it's coming, that life is snakes and ladders. If you were to picture, we have the highs, we have to climb our way up, and then next minute we're going down. But when we are vibrationally high, that's when we get the great ideas. That's when the opportunities seem to come knocking at the door. That's when your health is at its peak. Your confidence is at its peak. Anxiety is something that we're aware of, but it's not something that holds you back. So let's have a look at what you can do to practice regularly. That is, be aware of how you're thinking and feeling. Regular check-ins, just like we've done here, whether you do this daily, multiple times throughout the day, a weekly check-in. This is what we do in the Warrior Academy. We have regular check-ins week in, week out. How am I feeling? This is up to you to do. So regular check-ins, just sitting in your car, taking a moment to have a cup of tea. How am I feeling right now on a scale of 1 to 10? Or what would Kaz say to me right now? Like, I genuinely think that all the time about thought leaders, about my coaches that I've worked with, professionals. I'm like, what would they say to me right now? Okay, I check in with myself. If that's going to help you, think that. Then do what it takes to raise it by 1. Remember, the key is micro goals. So rather than thinking, how am I going to climb that mountain? We want to be moving it up that scale just that little bit. The more you have that feel good thought of, okay, let's just take a step back. Let's just breathe. Boom. 1 feel good thought. Tick. Well done. We are on our way. The next feel good thought. What can I do now that's going to help me? Not panic station. Not what are they thinking? Not what you keep bringing it back to the present moment, keep bringing it back to you. Control. I have a choice. Breathe through it. Bring yourself up. The higher you get along that scale, the more clarity of thought you're going to get, the more you are going to be in alignment for manifestation, manifesting what you want in your life, health and happiness. And of course, I know lots of wristbands are on the way out this week, and I know lots of you have them as well. Wear your band, wear it to snap if you have any thoughts, if you are a low number, if you're low on that scale and you're recognizing it, rather than thinking like, oh, snap your band, right, come on, What can I do? I'm going to change this thought. Okay, I'm going to take action on this. And of course, you can use this in lots of different ways. Aromatherapy oils on it, and anchoring in your gratitudes, which brings us on to the next one. Practice being grateful. I say gratitude is a medicine for the mind. It's so freaking powerful. Whether you write these out, say them to yourself in your head or out loud, but as you're going about your day, just see what you can be grateful for. And you will be so amazed at what you start to pick up on. And the reason is it's science. There's a part of your brain called the reticular activating system, the RAS, that picks up on what you focus on. So if you start focusing on things you're grateful for, your brain is scanning your environment, your life, for what you can be more grateful for. It brings into your senses more of what you think about. Hence why when people, can you resonate with that term? I spiral. So many people say it to me in sessions in the academy. Oh, I had this day and then it just spiraled me, or this one thing happened at work and then I spiraled. Like that is one thought triggering the next, triggering your energy's dropping, bam, 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 because your RAS, Chris has just said, my biggest learning was finding out about the RAS. Like, why don't we get taught this at school? But your RAS is like a heat-seeking missile, constantly looking out for what's important to you, i.e. what you focus on. You focus on the crap in your life, it's going to literally bring up as much of that to the surface. It doesn't know it's the negative, it's just doing its job. It's your brain. That's literally what it's made for, its function. You start picking up on what you're grateful for, what you've got to look forward to in your life, all the great things coming your way, despite everything that's happening in our world right now. Focus on the good, focus on the good. Before you know it, the good starts coming in. You see more of it. You start attracting more. Your brain is like that missile, heat-seeking missile, bringing it to you. So it isn't like this, ooh, law of attraction. Is science, is literally science, and that is how gratitude works. And a huge part of manifestation and law of attraction. You are what you eat, mentally and physically. So be mindful of not only what you consume, that plays a huge part of it. Over the week, we talked about coffee, sugar, things like that. But be mindful of who you surround yourself with, because you are absorbing that energy and what you're putting into your mind. I know someone said, I'm going to stop listening to the radio and the news now. So whatever you are feeding your senses, you are taking that in. Energy, what you can hear, what you can see, what you can taste, and also what you say. All of your senses are constantly reaffirming everything about you, your life, your story. So be really like, just remember, I am what I eat in every matter of fact. Notice what self-identity you are giving yourself. So this is something that I am hugely keen on when as part of my coaching in the academy and things like that, because the identity you give yourself, you are, like, there is no way to avoid that. So everything you say to yourself is an affirmation in your mind and out loud. So you've got to align yourself, align what you say with the truth. That's meant to say, oh no, with the true, authentic version of yourself. So if you find yourself with a colleague or something and they compliment you, and your habitual way to be, your identity, who you are, if you're shy or, God, I'm just not the person that can take compliments, that's an identity. I want you to challenge that. I want you to go, okay, thank you. That really means a lot. I got my head on it at the weekend, actually. Leave it there. If someone offers you something, go on, I'll get this coffee. No, rather than kicking up a fuss, I used to do this all the time. No, don't be daft. I'll get these. I'll get these. Honestly, I promise. And then you're fighting with your card at the till. If someone wants to treat you, click into that worthiness. What are you identifying yourself as? Why are you not worthy of that coffee? Why is it we have to be the one to always give to others? Allow that flow, allow that identity to be that confident version of yourself that you saw the other day when we did the powerful meditation, which I'm going to give you a copy of, by the way. So just that is such a powerful thing, that everything you say to yourself is an affirmation. So of course, practice positive affirmations. And as we know, this isn't about the big power manifestations of I am powerful. If that resonates with where you are on your journey, remember the snakes and ladders game. If you're up there, like saying to yourself, I am powerful, for some people is like your Beyonce theme tune starts in your head. And if that aligns with you, embrace it. If I was to say that to someone, so I've worked with a lot of recovering drug addicts, alcoholics, and if I would say to them, you are powerful, say that to yourself, they'd be like, I am powerful? Like, it's just not meeting them where they are. So check in with what affirmations work for you. Say the affirmations where you are and raise it that little bit. And before you know it, and there's so many fantastic stories I wish I could share with this, it brings tears to my eyes, where people literally think so poorly of themselves that they genuinely don't think that they deserve to be here. Like that close to ending it all. And they can then sit and often say to themselves, I am the most powerful thing that I will ever meet. My mind is the most powerful thing I could ever control. And it's like, oh my God. And when you get it's available to all of us, but make sure that you are meeting yourself where you are and you bring and grow with it. It's part of an evolution. You are evolving. I have been
I'm going to do it later.
Oh my God, this is just, yes. And it is that constant growing, isn't it, Kel? So thank you so much for sharing. That's amazing. Totally agree with this. I did a 2-day fast and gut reset. Felt so much better. Absolutely. Thank you. So we've got the self-identity, meditate. We are going to be coming on to the meditation very soon. It's something that is now just a part of everyday life. Maybe not every day, that's a complete lie. As often as I can, with no pressure. That's the key thing. If you're going to start saying, that's it, I'm going to meditate every day, and then you have one day off and you're like, oh, I'm a failure. I knew I couldn't meditate. Or if one day your mind's just not there, you're like, I knew that this meditation thing wasn't for me. That's a story. It's just a story you're telling yourself. It's a limiting belief. Don't let yourself.
No, you're not. Yes, I am.
Oh, can everyone please mute yourselves? Let me just have a little look. I can have a skim through, I think. There we are. Yes, if everyone just be super careful with their.
I'm going to listen to this meditation now.
Thank you. Okay, here we go. Thank you for letting us know. Oh, here we go. I didn't know this. Okay, so let's have a little. Every day is a school day. Mute. Mute my audio more. Thank you. Let's just pause this for 1 minute because this will be a really hide video. Stop. Is it up here? Oh, I know it's somewhere. Okay, I will. If anyone knows, feel free to mute all. Ta-da! Who was it that said that? Carol. Thank you, my darling. Okay, so meditation, explore different ways and do it when it best suits you. It might be some people in the morning before you go to bed. I know there's a few people here that do it before they go to bed. For me, I tend to be a first thing in the morning. At the moment, it's when I feel inspired to, when I have those little snippets of time. My meditation used to be 20 minutes most days. Now it's like 2 minutes some days with no music, no nothing, just breathing, going within. See what works for you. And here's the thing, practice brain-heart coherence and I'm going to come into what that is shortly, being tuned into your inside world and tune out from your outside world. I'm just going to say that one more time. Practice tuning out from the outside world and tuning in to your inside world, noticing what's going on. I, for one, and I don't know if this resonates with anyone, once went a couple of times, have been to the doctors and they ask you, how are you feeling? What's going on? I'm like, oh, I just feel like X, Y, Z. And they go straight to their checklist of, okay, here's how we can cover up those feelings. Now, I am a massive advocate for no one size fits all and do what works for you. Lots of people I know, very, very close family, are on tablets, they're on antidepressants, anti-anxiety tablets, etc. And I would always say, obviously I'm not a doctor, continue with whatever you are on, but alongside this, if this is you, if you're sat there going, I would love to see how I can help myself by tuning in and not just seeing it for what it is, sadness, anxiety, guilt, etc. And asking yourself, asking your intuition, what could I do to make myself feel that little bit better? What lights me up? And practicing some of these, I have known, and I'm saying this to give people hope, because I know a lot of people don't like relying on antidepressants and things like that. I personally think that a lot of people need to level out on them first, but know that so many people I know, I've worked with, have come off them, because change is available within you. You are not set who you are. Change is available for all of us. And this is where it comes from. That, like, so many people go on antidepressants, go on anti-anxiety tablets, but they still struggle with it. And so they up their dose. And then they're like, oh my God, I'm still struggling with it. Or they plateau for a bit and then they still struggle. It's about doing that inner work, breathing. Kelly, I love this. Her beautiful little boy, Elliot, does some breathing exercises with her. And it's just so wonderful to be teaching them from such a young age. And I'm sharing this now because meditation has had so much money pumped into it now, very recently in the past few years, to do scientific studies. And it has been proven 100 times over that it helps to alleviate anxiety and depression. And that's one of the most powerful things. So I'm saying it because I just really hope that even if it's one person tonight that has resonated with, it's a hard thing to talk about sometimes, but there's always hope. You are never the finished product. Sometimes we need to do those things and then have the courage to go within. It may seem like a scary place, but it's the most beautiful place. So visualize the future and your life ahead of you as the confident warrior. I've given the definition of a warrior a few times this week, that you know deep down that you are. Do the things that light you up and stretch your comfort zone regularly. So when we come on to our meditation very shortly, it's going to use the imagination. We are very imaginative beings. Every time you picture something in your mind, let's say you're falling asleep and you start thinking about something that triggers anxiety, it isn't that you're seeing it in black and white words. You're creating a movie in your mind. You're replaying what could happen in the future or a past event. You're wondering and creating movies and scenarios. So when people say, I can't always use my imagination, or I find it hard to visualize, it takes, for some people, practice. For others, it's like, it's just there. And when we bring visualization and that tuning in to your body and your energy systems, i.e. your chakras and your cells, everything within you, your spiritual self, magic happens. You can make huge shifts in your life, mentally and physically. So we are going to be coming on to the visualization process very, very soon. Now, quite a few of you actually are already Academy members, but I have had a lot of messages this last week asking what is the Academy. Some have had information about it like a year ago. It just wasn't the right time. So they're like, I need to join, or I need this. So I did say I was just going to share a little bit of info. If this has resonated with you, if you're like, I know that I need to do these things, but I just never seem to do it on my own, the Academy is why I created it. I went through, God, how many years? 10 years of being quite lonely. I'll be totally honest. When I was going through my journey, because I had lots of highs, lots of lows, invested thousands in coaches, women's circles, masterminds, all sorts, trying to find where I fit in and what I need. And I pulled all these different qualifications and things in, racked up a lot of investment financially and energetically. And all I longed for alongside this was someone to just say, let's have a look at this month, or why not focus on this, or have you tried this? And that's what actually inspired me to create the Warrior Wellbeing Toolkit, because I soon came to learn that like one coach or one program or one this just doesn't have all the answers. And it's about self-discovery and different topics. And that's why I came up with the Warrior Academy, because every month, I'll just come onto the slides, because every month we have a new topic, a new theme, and it's a community, people like yourselves that want to grow, that want to be able to go, I'm having a really tough time and I don't know what to do about it, or I just need to share. That's what it's all about. So it's a monthly coaching membership for warriors like you who want to let go of limitations and take their mental health, physical health, and spiritual connection to the next level. The Warrior Academy is the place for you to come for unique guidance and support as you navigate your way through life's challenges and changes. That's where I first had the inspiration, because it is navigating your way through life, isn't it? And it's the tribe of like-minded people that you have been longing for, plus coaching and support from myself at your fingertips. Now, you might be sat there now thinking, this isn't what I'm longing for. It just isn't right now. And I can only hope that in the future, if you're like, holy crap, I get it, I've had my moment. If you watched it the other night, like, I get it. I'm waking up. I feel disconnected from my friends suddenly. I don't want to read gossip online. I don't want to eat crap and binge. I don't feel like spending my money on handbags and this anymore. I want to grow. I want to feel good. I want to feel healthy and happy. Then you just know. You just have this gut feeling. Yes, I found, oh, that's so lovely, Kel. So the Warrior Academy, this in a bit of a nutshell, such a cheesy picture. That picture, you can see my little diary there, was the photographer. I know her really well. She's like, what would you do if I grabbed your notebook and started taking pictures of the content? And it's all my journaling. And that was me like, no, with maybe a few less chins, but 2 babies since then. It's all part of the journey. So the Warrior Academy, here is what we go through every single month. I'm not going to read it all, but in a nutshell, you get a Warrior Toolkit training bundle. So every single month I create a workbook on a different theme. It might be confidence and self-belief, self-love, crystals, energy healing, health, spiritual well-being, anxiety, like mirror therapy. We've had so many different ones and they're all available. So you've got like a library of content there. We also have a webinar on it. Goal setting webinar, the first Tuesday of every single month. We reflect and set goals. We also have some expert guest speakers come in. If I can find someone who can share their wisdom and knowledge, I'm bringing them in, and it's a different view, and there's some really powerful people out there who we get to bring in. Monthly guided meditation recording. So every single month you get a new meditation recording. Weekly live coaching Q&As. They're all available on replay. So if you can't make it back, or you have a question but can't be on live, you still get to ask your question or ask for support or celebrate something. Every Monday, I share a weekly affirmation to focus on, and you also have lifetime access to all the trainings and resources. So if you're on holiday for 2 weeks of the month, it isn't that you're going to miss it. Like, it's always going to be there for you. So that is the Warrior Academy. Now, I wanted to share something really special. I did this last year for a lot of the members actually that are still there, and I thought, let's do it again. It just feels right. And the guys that are already members will no doubt be excited for what is coming. I'm going to share all the information about it. But if you become a member, it's £22 per month. And if you join tonight, then tonight and tomorrow, just because I know obviously it's Sunday, so tonight and tomorrow, you will receive a free ticket to January's online vision board workshop. Yes, there's going to be a vision board workshop in January, obviously. I did put in Manchester, but let's be honest, it's going to be online. I'm 99% sure. And it's a value of £45. So that in itself is like, it's already paid for. So all members also receive a Warrior Academy welcome pack. So you get a Warrior wristband, affirmation mirror stickers, and a selection of Warrior grounding crystals. So that is, if this week has felt like it sparked something in you, and you want to go further, if it sparks something in you and you're just excited to run with it, please run. And I mean like embrace and run. If it sparks something in you that you are like, I need more of this, I know that there's something within me that I need more, then let me know. Message me after and I can send you over the information and we can go from there. And of course, if you want to take advantage of the vision board workshop before I put them out to the public, end of next week, like it's always a sellout. Last year we had 50 people in person in Manchester. I had to like cap the tickets. It was the most amazing day. But we're going to be bringing it online. I'm going to be sending out beautiful little packs in the post. So we still feel connected on the day. So anyhow, we have got the Brain Heart Coherence meditation. So in fact, just comment below if, just in case, if it's like, I definitely need some information, comment below. If you want to, you can message me and I will get back to you after about the Academy. So what is Brain Heart Coherence? Brain Heart Coherence is basically connecting your two most powerful sources. Your heart is like its own brain. It has an electromagnetic field around it. If you are very open to this, you've no doubt heard of chakras. And we have our energy points. We have crown chakra, third eye, we've got throat chakra, solar plexus, base chakra, and sacral chakra. And our energy systems work like this, and our energy comes back up. Everything, you know, like the infinity sign, our energy flows infinity. It's constantly flowing. And of course, and what can happen from time to time is we get energy blocks. That can feel like, do you ever sometimes, if you're in the middle of an argument with someone and then the next day you wake up and you've got this tightness and it's like a sore throat? Not a lot of people connect them together, but a lot of the time, the ailments that we feel within our bodies, when we start to get poorly, diseases, it's a dis-ease within the body. The strongest connection you can form within yourself is your brain and your heart. And here's why. One of the most powerful things that it does is it activates your intuition, like massively. You know, when you're like, you feel guided by something, your heart like awakens to guiding you. And again, this is backed by science. This isn't just some woo-woo thing. The other thing that I think is so important, and this is why I really wanted to bring this masterclass to you tonight, because looking at what anxiety is, ways to release it is one thing. Doing this exercise is another. It boosts your autoimmune system and your antibodies. So basically, it boosts your immune system. And given what's going on in the world, let's be honest, having a boosted immune system is like what we need now more than ever. So I'll very quickly share you like a little example. They did scientific studies where they swabbed the inside of people's mouths before doing a brain-heart coherence exercise. And the exercise that they did was just 6 minutes long, which is what we're going to do, plus some. And when they swabbed it again and looked for antibodies, they looked for basically our body's fighting mechanism, the white blood cells in particular, it was the highest after doing brain-heart coherence. It was the highest it could be, even if you were on a course of antibiotics that obviously boosts your immune system and gets all of your cells working. It was higher than that, completely naturally. So can you imagine if you were going to start practicing not only your gratitudes, but feeling into your heart space? If you've done Reiki and things like that, then this will be quite familiar, or yoga, then you'll be familiar with the term your heart space. It has an energetic field around it. And the more that you can tune into it and feel it and picture it and see it and nurture it and grow it, it's going to boost your immune system. You're going to feel higher vibration massively, and you're going to be more guided by your intuition. Like, this is so freaking powerful. And the exercise that I'm going to be sharing with you tonight, I think a few of you have done this with me, either in a private session, or I did a practice recording like over a year ago when I first, because I kind of adapted it. I've brought NLP into this brain-heart coherence. So it's very beautiful. And I'm very excited to share this with you tonight. So after we have done this, I'm just going to sort of quickly jump in here now. After we have done this, I'm going to recommend that you just take a moment to just journal. And when I say journal, I mean just write down what's in your mind. Write down your experience, or share in the group your experience. That would be really powerful, because this is going to be very unique for you. What you see and what you feel is going to be very unique to you. I'm also going to share with you a recording of this, just this specific meditation, because you may want to practice it. And what comes to you is meant to be. You may be thinking, am I imagining this? Am I making this up? The answer is no. This is your mind's eye. This is you seeing and feeling what you're meant to see and feel. If you are listening to this as we go and you're like, I can't see anything, what's going on? Don't worry. Enjoy the relaxation. Let go of any judgment. Bring the mind back into the breathing and see if you can pick it up. See if you, and just keep trying. Just relax and try. If not, you're going to have the recording. You can always come back to it. So I'm actually going to knock that down a tiny little bit. I've got my candle lit here. I've got my crystal water. I'm just going to have a little swig of. And I'm going to bring up a little bit of music. So whilst I bring up this music, this is going to be about 8 to 10 minutes long. So we are going to run over the hour mark just by 5 minutes, just so that you know. So if you need to go and let anyone know, like, do not disturb me, now's the time. And we're going to, at some point, I'm going to play a beautiful track. But to begin with, we're simply going to keep it nice and quiet. So everyone is muted. I'm going to invite you to sit back. If you have headphones, plug them in. Relax and just begin to bring your awareness to your breath. Let's do this. Bring your awareness to your breath. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in through your nose, keeping your eyes closed now. And exhale with a sigh. As you exhale, allow the shoulders to begin to relax down. Carry on these long, deep breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. As you breathe, feel your eyelids getting heavier with each exhale. The muscles around the forehead softening, getting heavier. Your hands are limp. Place them on your lap and simply relax them now. Your feet are beginning to feel heavy. Relax and go within once again, focusing on the breathing as the body is becoming more and more relaxed with every inhale and exhale, going deeper and deeper into this relaxation. Trusting, relaxing, releasing. Breathe in through your nose now. And as you exhale, imagine that you are exhaling the air out of your heart. Again, inhale through the nose. And now imagine that that air is traveling down and your heart is opening. Continue this now in through the nose, and as you exhale out through your mouth, imagine that your heart is opening, almost like a lotus flower. With every exhale, see if you can begin to feel as you exhale out through your mouth, that air traveling down, opening up your heart. It's almost like you're exhaling low. Inhaling light, exhaling, allowing the air to travel down. Picture it traveling down. Your heart is opening with every exhale and it's leaving the chest. Exhaling out through the chest. Inhaling that light air. Exhaling. Notice now as you exhale, you may feel a light flutter within the heart. It may feel like a swirl or a swish or a slight palpitation, a little flutter within the heart. See if you can begin to tune into the heart as you continue this breathing now. You're simply activating your heart energy, connecting to it. Keeping your eyes closed, you're feeling more relaxed with every breath. Notice what you notice every time you exhale when you're guiding your thoughts now. Those feelings, that beautiful energy down to the heart and out of it. Now we're going to be coming back to this place of your heart energy being aligned, awakened, and full. But first, what we're going to do is release any residue to past anxiety and experiences. And we're going to realign your heart energy. What I'm going to invite you to do now is think of a time recently when you experienced a worry or a feeling of anxiety. And as you do this, simply notice it. Try not to feed into it too much, but just bring to your mind something that recently may have triggered you. And notice that feeling as you bring this up to the surface. We're going to be releasing this together now. Take a few breaths. As you bring that sense of worry, tension, stress, or anxiety into the mind, and it will no doubt naturally now be triggering within the body. Take a deep breath in for 3, 2, 1. Now, as you exhale, focus on your heart. Focus on your heart, and I want you to begin to think now, what color comes to mind when you picture your heart now, go within, almost as if you can see your heart energy now. What color comes to mind when you have that feeling within your body of worry or anxiety? Notice this now, what color first comes to mind. Go with that first color. Say it to yourself and notice what you notice. It is divine and right for you. A color will come to your mind. Okay, just make note of that color. Begin to take another long, deep breath in now. Inhale as big as you can. Exhale, take your awareness back down to the heart. Now begin to notice that your heart energy is spinning. You can feel or see your heart spinning. Which way is your heart spinning? Is it spinning clockwise, anti-clockwise, forwards, or backwards? You may want to take a few deep breaths as you tune in now, as we have that sense of anxiety, stress, or worry, simply just being residue within the body. Which way is your heart spinning? Go with the first one that comes to mind. See if you can pinpoint which way it's spinning. And go with what feels right for you. Almost as if you're looking at the clock. If it's clockwise, it's spinning to your right. Make a note in your mind. If you notice it's spinning to the left, anti-clockwise, make a note in your mind. If it feels like it's doing almost like a forward flip, take a note of it spinning forwards. If it feels like it's doing a back flip, make a note of it back flipping. It's going backwards. Once again, bring to mind the colour. See that colour in the spinning disc now, almost as if you can see it spinning like a tail. It's spinning round and around. Now, once you have got that clear in your mind, take another deep breath as you inhale and exhale. Good. We're just going to take another deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now this time, inhale. Imagine you're bringing in your favorite color to mind. Think of your favorite color as you inhale. What color comes to mind instantly? Inhale as big as you can. Now as you exhale, begin to guide that color down into your heart. See that now flooding down towards your heart. Inhale again, that same color. Whatever color comes to mind, a powerful color, a beautiful bright color, and guide that back down to the heart. See it spinning now in that color. Begin now to slow that spinning down. Slow it down to the point where it's coming to a standstill. It is simply full of the color of your choice. It has merged with the color that you could once see, and it's come to a standstill. Now I want you to begin to spin your heart energy in the opposite direction. If it was spinning clockwise, spin it anti-clockwise, and vice versa. If it was spinning forwards, spin it backwards. And if it was spinning backwards, spin it forwards. Begin to feel that now as you're speeding up that spin. See it getting brighter. It is now all of the colour, that powerful colour that you chose. Feel it getting stronger. Feel it spinning now with more energy than ever before. Good. Keep spinning it. You're doing amazing. Feel it almost like a Catherine wheel now. Add glitter to it. Add sparks to it. Now keep it spinning in the mind's eye and within your body now. Notice what you notice, feel how good that feels. Now I want you to think of one thing in your life that you are grateful for. What are you grateful for in your life? Bring that to your mind now. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Bring that sensation, that feeling, that vision of gratitude into your body. And as you exhale, send that sense of gratitude down to your heart. Allow it to join in that spin. That energy of gratitude is now spinning within your heart energy. It's getting faster and stronger, more powerful than ever before. Bring to mind now something you love, something or someone you love. Picture it or picture them in your mind's eye now. What is it that you love about them? That feeling, that beautiful sensation of love. Inhale as big as you can. Exhale, send that love down to your heart now. Allow it to join in that spinning energy now, your heart energy awakening, more powerful than ever before. Now bring to mind a happy, fun memory, a time when you laughed so hard. Notice what you notice that first comes to mind, a memory that made you laugh, a fun memory that made you smile. Bring it to your mind now. It may be interesting, all the different memories, things that come to you. Inhale, breathe that in. And send that feeling of love and laughter and fun down to your heart. You may feel a pulse, a flutter, that spinning getting stronger. Now bring to mind a memory, a time when you felt at peace. A memory or time when you felt completely peaceful. Inhale now. Exhale that sensation of peace down to the heart. It may be how you're feeling right now. Send it down to the heart and allow it to join in that spinning, that heart energy. And lastly, that vision of yourself or a memory of yourself when you felt so confident. That sensation of confidence, that vision of you as your most confident self. Inhale. Breathing confidence, send it down to the heart. May feel like a shudder through your body as it joins all of those powerful, beautiful energies that are now awakened within your body, spinning the divine way for you in the color that represents your power. Feel this now. Make note of how that feels within the mind. It's imprinting within you at a cellular level now. Keeping your eyes closed, allow this now like a Catherine wheel to explode within the body, like a firework going into each and every cell from the tip of your head down to the very tips of the toes, down to each fingertip, to your eyelashes, to every cell within the body. Knowing that that has awakened within you now. And if at any time in the future, you can simply tune into your heart and ask yourself, which way is my heart energy spinning? What color is it? And should you need to correct it, spin it this way. activate that color and know that you have activated and awakened that power within you now. And so it is. Repeat that to yourself now, and so it is. Take another couple of deep breaths as you just bring your awareness back to your surroundings now. Notice how you're feeling. And whenever you're ready, you can just begin to open your eyes, have a little stretch if you wish. Well done. If you wish to briefly share how you are feeling now, if you were to summarize your experience, how you're feeling, it would be wonderful to know. Of course, I am going to say, take some time after this, I have my eyes closed with you there, to write how you felt, what came to mind, what colour did you change your heart energy to, which way did it spin? And of course, if you're there like, I'm so new to this, I need to practice this, please honour your journey. Please honour your journey. If you felt a shift, if you felt that change, if you could see and visualize, we work quite fast. It's called flooding in NLP. Think of a memory, picture how this feels. We work fast because your mind, your intuition will bring those in the more you practice this. Oh, I'm so glad that you've enjoyed this. And just know that that exercise, it's activated something on a cellular level. Everything that you see and feel, as we know, is within the mind and within the body. So well done. Well done for trusting yourself on this journey and for going within. If you have any questions, amazing. Yes. I am going to say, just given the time, we could literally be here all night. This is again, bringing it back to the academy. This is why it's such a special place, because we experiment and I share as many different things and experiences as I can, but also with the people bring their uniqueness and beautifulness to the table. It was truly challenging. Okay. Thinking of the stress. Oh, Barbara, this is good. Because actually for some people, it's not always there. So Barbara, I'm hoping that you still were able to do the visualization process of spinning and bringing into your heart chakra the positive energies, memories. Oh, Sharon, tingles all over. Loved that. So glad. Barbara, just let us know if you were still able to experience the sending down the positives. That's one of the key things. So that was quite an in-depth brain-heart coherence. I could feel the stress so much, but felt better. Oh, good. And just know, the more you practice this, if you have a band or you're going to get a band, remember, if you join the academy, this will come on its way to you. Wonderful. Then this is what it is a part of. So here it is, the information. If you wish to join this evening, drop me a message straight after if you want to take advantage of the vision board workshop ticket. If we're not already connected on social media, please feel free to, on Facebook, and I share lots on Facebook and also Instagram. A lot of it, you get a lot of twin spam on Instagram, but it's cute, it's fun, and balancing between business and twin mum life. And of course, if you want to drop me a personal email, then my email address is there. Oh, the fact that it was changing colour, that will have just been unique to you. Some people will get a very crystal clear colour. Some people, it's quite translucent. Some people have different colours. I'm going to recommend that you try this a few more times. See if you can pinpoint a particular colour. That can be different chakras coming into play rather than just heart. There's no right and wrong with this. So guys, thank you. Thank you so much for the most amazing week. I have loved getting to know more of you, and I'm looking forward to getting to know more of you as we move forward as well. So well done for honouring yourself. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Please do share. One last little thing, please either do a little post on social media if you wish to, if you feel inspired, and tag me in it. That would be amazing. And of course, comment in the Facebook group that we've got, and just share what you've taken from it. Because if someone's meaning to watch this back on replay, it's more likely that they will if they see it's worth their while, rather than just hearing it from me. Oh, you're so welcome, Sharon. I can't wait for you to be a part of it. Claire, you're so welcome. Joanne, and of course, everyone, Naomi. It's just been wonderful. So thank you. See you very soon. Bye, everyone. Oh, you're so welcome. This is where I awkwardly never know how to leave it. Here we go. See you later. Ah, why would it let me?